Everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial and in this video we will see how we can configure components in model driven apps, components in Canvas apps. So let us go and create this Canvas app and we will see how components works. So click on this Power Apps. So you have to log in your office.com and use your credential. Choose your correct environment here. Once you have chosen this correct environment, you have to go to create option here and click on this Canvas apps and give a name. Let's say my website, let's say student website, for example, web app or something sensible, right? Student Canvas. Okay, and you can choose whether it is phone or tablet layout. Click tablet layout for this demo. And in this demo we will configure a reusable component so that we can reuse in every screen. Now once this screen is created for me, I can drag and drop some components here, some controls here. Let me drag rectangle just to make a screen, better screen. And here I will just drag a text label also to display some title. So let's say component demo. Now once it is done, I can change the size and width of this text and color. Right now, once it is done, what I will do, you can see if you go to this tree view, you will see there is a option called as components. These components are called as reusable components in Canvas apps that can be created, configured, and we can reuse these components in other screens. Okay, so without writing the same logic, you can just use this component for modular logic or reusable concept. So click on this option and click on this new component. If you want to import any other component that is already created in some other apps, you can click on this option and import component. If you want to also export any component, you can export the component by using this export component option. Anyway, so click on this new component. This component is created. Now you can rename this component. Let's say my menu component. Okay, now once I have given this name, I want to design this. I want to design a menu. Okay, a vertical menu I want to design. So let me just give, so I will drag a vertical gallery here. So this is the vertical gallery I have kept here in the page, and I will change the component size. The size width will be, let's say, 300, and the height is, let's say, 400. Okay. Now here you can see the gallery layout is having image and title, all that. So I will just change the title for me. I want to just display title so that it will display like a menu item, right? I can also change the width of this component. It is, the width of the component is 640. I can change it to 300, or it is now, it is more smaller than the grid, the gallery. So I'll just change it to 400. Okay, now this looks like a menu item, and I want to specify some input property and output property of this component, right? This is called as reusable component in Canvas apps. Now first click on this new custom property and give a item property. I want to give a item property called as menu items and give a name. Same, you can keep same name here, and description, let's say menu item. And here you can define whether this property that you are defining for this component is input type or output type. I want to define input type first, and once you define the property type, you have to define what is the data type of the type that you want to define. You can define a text, number, boolean, screen, right? Now you can let's say I want to define table, right? So I have defined a property, input property menu items, whose input property type is table. That means I can assign a table to this control. So click on create. Once it is created, I can go to the advanced and you will find the menu item option is available here, right? Now I can just remove this. So you can see in the menu item a table object is associated here, right? And let me just change this to something only I want to display sample text, right? So this sample text or this table is associated with the menu item input property, right? Now I will go to the gallery and I will assign the items to menu items, my menu component dot the input property. The input property is menu items. So whatever data that is stored in this menu item property, input property, will be assigned to this gallery. And we can also use this component in the screen, and whatever data will assign to this item property, that will be assigned to the gallery, right? Now once it is done, I can go and create a sample output property. So click on new custom property and give a name here. Let's say gallery menu, selected menu, let's say selected menu. And you can also define the description here. Now this time I will use output as the property type, and you can also use the same thing, text, screen, record, anything. Let me use text because I want to display which item has been selected. Click on create, and if you go to the advanced also, you will see there is the output available here. So by default it is text. So I want to just assign the gallery controls selected item. So I will just use gallery 1 dot selected dot, you can use dot selected title, right? So whatever you have selected from the gallery, that will be assigned to this output property called as select menu, right? So once it is done, I am done with my component. Now I will go to the screen, tree structure screen. My component is available here. Now I can go to the screen and click on insert, and in the insert you will see there is an option called as custom, and here you will find your component available. Click on this. Now it will automatically added to your screen. So this is the component that is already added. Now this is not a gallery, this is a component, and inside that component the gallery item is there, right? Now you cannot change it. So now I want to display my own menu items here. So what you have to do, you have to go to the components menu item property, and here you have to assign whatever data you want to assign, right? Let's say I want to assign some records, like let's say I want to assign, so let me delete this. You can use a array of data. Let's say I want to use home, then I want to use about us, right? You can see the gallery is updating. Next services, then support. So you can keep adding multiple items to the menu item input property, which will be ultimately assigned to this gallery controls items property, right? Support, then contact, right? So you can see I have created this gallery component and added this component to this screen, and in the components menu item, which is a input property, I have assigned to this items. Now if you change this component width also, it will not change because the source of this gallery is component. Any changes you want to do with this gallery, you have to first change the component, then it will impact. Now once it is done, I want to display something. Let me add a rectangle here, and it will start from here, and here I want to change the background color to something like this, or let me change to something like this one, okay? Now here I want to display the title that is selected. If you run it, you can see if you click items of this gallery, it will not display anything, right? Because I have not used that output property. Whatever interaction that you will do with this component can be displayed in a output property. I have already declared the output property here in the component. So the output property is select menu. Now I will go here in the screen and I just want to display the label here. Okay, so I'll just drag a text label here and I will just change the style bold, and here I want to display whatever gallery item selected. So whatever gallery item that is selected is available in the output property of the component, right? If you go here, you can see this is the select menu, which is the output property, and if you go here, you can see it is pointing to gallery 1 selected title 1, right? So I can go to the screen, and this time I will go to the text property of this label. So this is the text property, and instead of static text I will just assign component my menu component 1 dot output property. What is the output property? The output property name of this component is select menu. Once you select, it will automatically display whatever menu that is already selected from the item. So let me test this. Let me change this fill color something like this. Now I will run it. Can you see that now it is displaying services? Let me click home. Now it is displaying home, about us, support, contact. In the about us it is showing something odd, so let me change the width, right? Now I can run it, right? So like that you can also use different input properties and output properties and reuse this component in any of your screens. If you will create another screen also, and if you want to use the same component, you can just copy this component and paste here, and it will display everything that you have designed in your component. So very less customization is required if you create reusable components, right? Okay, so I hope it helps, and please subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed, and I will come with more videos in tomorrow or next time. So if you want to change some style also, you can change it here. If you want to change something like this, I want to change the background of the menu control, so I will change the order here. Now it will look like this, right? So it depends on you that what style you want to use and what component you want to use, right? Okay, so it can be more complex if you have more complex requirement. So you understand that how the component is designed and how this input and output properties are designed, so that you can work on it, right? And I have already told you the data types, what data types you can use: name, boolean, date time, screen. Now screen is also an important concept that you can use. Then color, currency, any data type you can use. Practice and let me know if you have any doubt in the comment. Thank you guys. Cheers.